What's good on my stock market investor and trader homies? The market has been absolutely wild. The last week and a half, we finally have some volatility coming back to the market. It's been just a grind higher, and sure, anytime the stock market moves higher is good for us investors, but we like to see some volatility here and there, and now we're getting it. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a penny stock that I think has endless, limitless potential, massive upside with this penny stock, and it's in a sector that I absolutely love. On the channel, we focus on growth stocks. We like getting in early at that ground floor stage in stocks that have high growth potential. In the penny stock we're going to be analyzing in today's video absolutely has that high growth potential, in my opinion. Now, this is not financial advice, so always do your own research and due diligence. The stock we're going to be breaking down in today's video is ticker VRYYF, the Very Good Food Company. Now, they do trade in Canada as well, in the Canadian exchange, and I'll flash both of those, the US ticker and the Canadian ticker, on the screen right now. So this is another vegetarian meat stock. You guys know I absolutely love this sector, and we'll talk about why. I'll give you guys my reasons on why I love this sector, and I think it's about to explode and go to the moon. And the Very Good Food Company is establishing themselves as one of the big leaders, the major players in the vegetarian meat space. This is a sector that we have seen blast off, explode over the past couple of years with stocks like Beyond Meat and Tattooed Chef. I think the Very Good Food Company can absolutely challenge the Tattooed Chef and Beyond Meat as one of the major players in the vegetarian meat space. Let's break it down. As investors, I think it's important to take a hard look at stocks that we don't necessarily implement the company into our lives. What do I mean by that? For example, vegetarian meat, it ain't my cup of tea, right? I'm a meat-eating, potato-eating son of a bitch. I haven't ate a vegetable in years, literally. I haven't ate a vegetable in years. But I can also see that this is a sector that is taking off. I can also see that even though I don't eat vegetables, I don't like vegetarian meat, that other people do, and it's growing rapidly. And it's very easy to see, right? We've seen Beyond Meat take off. We've seen Tattooed Chef take off. We've seen the younger generation focus on health. They don't want to be eating this meat that is raised in these horrible conditions. If you have never seen Food Inc., watch it and then go try to eat a steak. Go watch Food Inc. and then go try to eat a McDouble from McDonald's. I promise you, you will not be able to do it. Just go to Netflix, type in Food Inc. and just watch it, and then go try to eat a steak, medium rare or even rare, and you won't get it down. So that's one reason I'm investing in these vegetarian meat stocks, because the conditions that these farm animals are being raised in isn't the cows of the past. My mom, she grew up on a dairy farm. My grandfather and grandmother, they started a dairy farm, and they raised milk cows, and they would milk the cows and sell the milk, and that's how they made a living. Well, that is no longer the style of farm that we're seeing around the country and around the world. We're no longer having those independently owned small family farms. It's now these massive, huge plants. The cows are packed into stalls. They're wallowing in their own poop and crap and piss. It's just disgusting. And that's all eliminated. Those salmonella concerns, those pathogen concerns are eliminated with the Very Good Food Company model and the vegetarian meat model, because you're not dealing with that raw animal meat that could be contaminated. Reason number two, we have seen a meat shortage. Who's got the meat? Right? Nobody's got the meat, because we're seeing a meat shortage. The Rona has caused a lot of problems for transportation and shipping, and it's caused a delay in how meat is transported around the country, and we're seeing a shortage. Such a big shortage in chicken wings that Wingstop, Rick Ross's Wingstop, had to change their name to Thigh Stop. They opened up a couple more locations, and they changed it to thigh stop because they had chicken breast, but they couldn't get their hands on chicken wings. Just a little funny caveat. I thought it was a pretty funny story. We are seeing a meat shortage, so there is that demand for the vegetable meat from vegetarians and health conscious consumers. And then you have the meat shortage on top of it. We have a population growth that is out of control. Are we going to be able to feed these people 30 years down the road? Are we going to have enough meat, real animal meat, to feed these people? Probably not. So we might be transitioning to have to sell more and more vegetable-based meat. That's where the Very Good Food Company comes into play. Before we break down the Very Good Food Company, I want to show you guys right now, Tattooed Chef has a market cap of $1.53 billion. Beyond Meat has a market cap 6 times as much, almost $7 billion. Right now, the Very Good Food Company has a tiny market cap of around $200 million. So we're talking about the big players in the space, and there's really no barrier to entry that's blocking smaller companies in the space from becoming Beyond Meat, right? If you're walking through the grocery store and you see Beyond Meat's product in the frozen food section, and then right next to it, you see Very Good Food Company's product right next to it. They're the same item. Let's call it burger, vegetarian burger. And then Beyond Meat, Very Good Food Company, they're right next to each other. Nobody has loyalty to Beyond Meat. The Very Good Food Company packaging is the same, the product tastes as good or maybe even better, then that consumer is not going to be loyal to Beyond Meat, and they're going to switch to that Very Good Food Company product. So I do believe that the Very Good Food Company can grow, fill in those shoes, and catch up to the likes of Tattooed Chef and Beyond Meat. It is going to take a lot of work, and Beyond Meat has a lot of partners in the fast food space. They have deals with Dunkin' Donuts and other fast food providers, but I absolutely have confidence that the Very Good Food Company can get in with these big fast food providers and these big grocery stores and absolutely explode. All right, so let's look at the Very Good Food Company. They're an emerging plant-based food technology company that designs, develops, produces, distributes, and sells a variety of plant-based meat and other food alternatives. Their mission is to employ plant-based food technology to create products that are delicious while maintaining a wholesome nutritional profile. At the Very Good Food Company, they believe that making good choices doesn't mean sacrificing flavor or giving up the things you love. That's why they are hell-bent on developing and manufacturing a range of plant-based products that will satisfy your taste buds and nourish your body. So it's healthy food and it tastes good. It's all about the product. That's all it comes down to, right? The product. Does it match up with that of Tattooed Chef? Does it match up with that of Beyond Meat? And I went online and read the reviews, and the reviews were outstanding. The consumers of the Very Good Food Company products absolutely love it. They're return customers. They're on the Very Good Food train, and they're going to drive that train to the moon. Let's take a look at some of their product line. We got the Butcher Select. So this is their higher end product line. Think filet mignon for real meat or animal meat, or a prime rib or something like that. We have the Butcher Select Big Box, so it's going to be like a variety pack, and it's affordable, right? You're not paying an arm and a leg to get a good quality meal, and a healthy, environmentally friendly meal at that. So you got some bratwurst, you got meatballs. So there's a good vegetarian meal right there. You just cook up some pasta, brown up those good vegetarian meatballs, throw it on the pasta. You got yourself some Getty real quick, some vegetarian Getty. We got good burgers right here, the Flippin' Good Burger, and we have some Cajun sausages. Here's a map with all the current locations for the Very Good Food Company. Right now, we are in Canada. Tons of locations in Canada, and some Southeast California, and a lot in the Northeast as well. But look at all the open terrain we have to grow and expand. We got a market cap of $200 million today with these locations. What kind of market cap are we looking at as we expand and grow and take over the whole US and get in grocery stores throughout the entire United States? When I say this is just my personal opinion, but if this company continues to grow, continues to add to their locations, this could be a billion-dollar company down the road. All right, this is a big deal. They just landed a deal with the Green Spoon. The Green Spoon is a marketing company that reaches out to retailers and is going to help the Very Good Food Company get into these brick and mortar retailers. The partnership with the Green Spoon is poised to significantly boost Very Good wholesale retail distribution in the US, which is a key, this is important, this is a key component of our 2021 growth strategy. We just looked at that map and we talked about how they're in Canada, they're in the Northeast, they're a little bit in California, but there's still that whole US for them to expand. This partnership with the Green Spoon is going to help them do just that. Not only are they expanding their brick and mortar footprint, their e-commerce side of the business is blowing up as well. The Rona helped expedite that. And I also think the Rona helped expedite the growth of this sector, right? You have people focusing more so on health than they were pre-Rona. Also, we had the meat shortage. They initially opened a location, a shop in Victoria, Canada. This is where they did all their production, and their max production was going to be 1.37 million pounds a year. But it wasn't enough. They were growing too fast. There was too much demand, so they had to open up another production facility, and that one has a capability to produce 5 million pounds a year. They secured a third location in California for U.S. production that can handle up to 28 million pounds a year. These type of acquisitions and opening up more production and opening up production in the United States tells me that this company is expecting growth. I want to be investing in companies that are expecting growth. I don't want to be investing in companies that are shutting down locations, that are slowing down production. This is a company that is ramping up production. They're upping their facilities. They're getting more facilities, more production facilities underway, and this is a sign of growth now and growth to come. This sales history chart says it all. Before the Rona, we have decent sales numbers, right? It's still a growing company before the Rona. We still have that uptrend, but then Rona, boom, to the moon. The growth goes wild. Rona has helped expedite some sectors, and this is one of those. And this company is going to be a leader in this sector, in my opinion. And the sales have grown a lot, and I do believe we see continued growth. This is also a company that is getting the kinks out. They are becoming more efficient. They have improved its gross margin from 34% to 42%, leading its industry peers. We already have some massive partners, some massive stores that Very Good Food is in. We have Whole Foods, we have the Red Barn Market, we have Choice Markets, and we also have Fresh Market. Fresh Market is a big one. Whole Foods is obviously a big one as well. They're going to be landing more and more partnerships as we move forward. The chart is looking sexy as well. It had a ton of momentum. I mean, this thing was trucking. It was a 18-wheeler with no brakes, just going straight uphill. And from the 56-cent lows back in August all the way up to $7.43, that is a massive move. We have since pulled back, and I'm looking at that pullback as a buying opportunity. We're trading at $2.13 right now, trading at a good price. We have support down here to risk off of. We have tons of upside. Look at that upside. Just a retest. We're talking about just a retest to those $7.43 highs. That is a more than a 300% move. We are talking about a 300% move just to get back to those $7 highs that we saw in August of 2020. All right, that's going to wrap up the video. I think this stock does have a lot of potential, and I also think the sector has a lot of potential as well. I love every single one of you guys. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, trade and invest smart. We're here to make money, not lose money. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Until next time, peace.